Hi, friends. I made a video a little while ago about intentional sameness as we come into the new year. Uh, just the idea of intending to be who you are as you are and accepting that, applying more kindness to ourselves. I wanted to make a bit of a follow up in terms of okay, what if there are changes we do want to make? Changes that are within our power, things that we wish to improve. Um, and I just want to share a thought that's been helpful to me lately, which is the idea of when you wish to change something that's within your power to change about yourself, about respecting who you are and meeting yourself where you are, rather than trying to wish some sort of fundamental change. I'll give you a small example. Um, Lately, I've wanted to eat more fruits and vegetables, get more in my diet, um, and yet I hate the texture of most fruits, oranges, kiwis. For some reason, it just disagrees with me. And so for a long time, I avoided such fruits completely, um, and beat myself up. Why can't you just acquire a taste for this? Why can't you just power through your aversion to these textures and do it? So that sort of all or nothing thinking yielded me no shift at all, no change, right? So it wasn't until I extended a certain amount of respect for my aversions that I made a breakthrough where I said, okay, these textures disagree with me. Does that mean I can't benefit from the nutrition of say, a kiwi? Well, no, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean it at all. I ended up getting a little, inexpensive blender thing, and now I make smoothies. I just puree everything. Um, add some honey, sometimes some protein powder, whatever. And now I get fruits in my diet daily. Um, but that idea finally came about from me sort of respecting my own boundaries. I think a lot of our narratives around change, changing ourselves, self improvement, whatever, um, often are these like tough it out, change fundamentally who you are, grind it out every day kind of stories. And I think for many of us, probably most of us, those aren't the effective stories. Um, if you expect someone to change, especially because you care about them, you approach that with kindness. You approach that with respect for who they are, their boundaries, their limitations, their preferences. And we so often forget to extend that same respect to ourselves. Um, whether it be you wish you were doing more creative work and so you beat yourself up for how you use your time. Respect how you want to use your time. Respect that you gravitate towards certain free time activities. And then there are ways, strategies to find time to do more than nothing on the creative front. Maybe it's 10 minutes. Maybe you're going to sit and check your email right before bed. And maybe you have a timer and you set it and you look at a manuscript for 10 minutes. Now that's not writing for 8 hours a day, but it's also not nothing. So it's these big all or nothing thoughts, these either I change fundamentally or not at all, black and white thinking that I think holds a lot of us up. So just here to share the thought of the changes that you are beating yourself up about. How can you respect who you are, where you are? How can you find ways to compromise, to meet yourself halfway? How can you find ways to do more than nothing on your goals while meeting yourself where you are and respecting who you are now in the same spirit of that intentional sameness video. Wishing you all the success. I hope you'll share any tips and tricks you've come up with in the comments.